Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Gillian. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my top 20 benefits to the raw vegan diet. I'm so excited for this video. I've been raw vegan now for close to 5 years and it has transformed my life. It's the best thing I have ever done, got rid of all my health problems, and I feel amazing. I could probably list about 100 benefits, maybe even 1,000 benefits, but I've narrowed it down to my top 20 and you'll want to stay tuned to the end because a couple of my favorites I have saved for last. Let's get started. My number one benefit is you have super high energy levels. So this is probably the top reason why I do this diet. My energy levels are almost always through the absolute roof. My energy levels are super high, and after I eat a meal, I feel amazing and I don't crash and need sleep. I know when I used to eat meals, a lot of times I would feel tired, lethargic, brain fog after, and I'd feel like I need a nap. Now I have constant energy all the time. My number two benefit is improved physical looks. This is a huge one on this diet that I've noticed, and many of my raw vegan friends. My skin is so much better. I glow. I have a glow about me. The whites of my eyes are whiter. My eyes are brighter. My nails are better. My hair. Just overall, I have a more youthful appearance, and this is the case for many of my raw vegan friends, like I said. I think part of the reason is because your digestion is working so well on this diet and you're absorbing the nutrients so much better, so this is showing through your skin and just showing on your exterior as well. My number three benefit is better sleep. So I have drastically better sleep on the raw vegan diet. It's a huge difference. I don't toss and turn at night to fall asleep. When I lay down, I usually fall asleep right away. I don't have nightmares. I used to suffer from nightmares and grinding my teeth in my sleep. I don't do any of that anymore. And when I wake up, I feel wide awake, like very quickly after waking up in the morning. It doesn't take me a while to wake up. Improved sleep is huge on this diet, and that's something I absolutely love about this diet. My number four benefit is you have great digestion. So this is huge for me. This was one of my biggest problems prior to being raw. I had major digestive issues and doctors could not figure out what was going on. Constipation, diarrhea, issues with my stool, all this crazy stuff happening with my digestion. Since going raw, I have absolutely amazing digestion with regular bowel movements, 2 to 3 bowel movements a day, which I didn't used to have. And when you're not having regular bowel movements like that affects your mind and your mood too, because your gut is so connected to your mind. So when your digestion is moving really well, just overall your mind and body feels so much better. So that's been a huge difference for me. My number five benefit is you feel much more spiritually connected on this diet. It's a huge difference for me. And I think part of the reason is because I'm not consuming animal products anymore. I don't like to talk about it too much. It's a little negative to go into detail about this, but they do say when you consume animal products, the animal, since it's been killed, when it's killed, it releases stress hormones and all these negative hormones, and essentially everything is energy. So when you're consuming that, you kind of take on that energy and it can maybe make you feel more stressed and more aggressive and things like that. I definitely feel more spiritually connected not consuming any of that and living off a diet of pure living fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Number six, this is a simple one, but an amazing one because everybody wants to feel happy. You feel much happier on the raw vegan diet. This is a huge difference for me. Before I was raw vegan, I used to be fairly depressed, have a lot of anxiety, suffer, and just overall not feel very happy and not in line with my purpose and passionate. And I had moments of happiness, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying the raw vegan diet cures everything, but I am drastically happier on the raw vegan diet and happy most of the day, every day. So it's a huge difference when you consume those living fruits and vegetables. They just give you so much life, and it's really hard to feel unhappy when you're eating that way. Number seven, my number seven benefit is no more brain fog. So this is a huge thing. I think most people don't realize how good it feels to have like a super mentally sharp, clear mind and brain. When I used to eat, especially if I would consume things like gluten, my brain was foggy after I would eat. Even a lot of cooked foods, not even gluten, my brain would feel foggy after I eat. Now that I eat this way and know how good it feels to have my mind feel this way, I would never go back. You have no brain fog when you eat this way, and after you eat, you just feel so alert, sharp, clear, energized. And that's how you should feel after you eat food. That's the purpose of eating, to enjoy it and feel energized and have a clear mind, and for it to give you positive aspects, not for you to crash, feel lethargic, and to give you like mucus and issues, right? So it's huge, the difference in mental clarity on this diet. Number eight, you will reach your ideal weight on this diet. So that's a huge benefit for most people. I'm just gonna give a side note here and say I do have some raw vegan friends, a couple on YouTube, who do say they struggle with weight gain still. So it's not like it's a guaranteed weight loss solution, but it is a benefit that your body will likely fall in line with where the weight should be. And if you do have weight to lose, most people, once being on a raw vegan diet for a while, will lose the weight off. For me, I personally weighed less before being raw vegan, but I was almost too skinny, almost like my body was like starving for nutrients, and I love the weight I am now. I feel like I look and feel super healthy. Number 9, my number 9 benefit is this diet is actually so much easier than the standard American diet. In my opinion, it absolutely is. I think it's a myth, people thinking it's so much work, this diet, and they couldn't imagine doing it. You don't have to cook your food, so meals are ready so much faster. You can have an amazing meal ready literally in 2 to 5 minutes. I don't have to wait for all the cooking, just easy, it's done. You grab snacks on the go, you don't have to stop and drive through. So in my opinion, once you actually adapt to this lifestyle, it actually is easier. My number 10 benefit, and this is huge because this saves you time, money, and just it's amazing overall, is you never get sick. I have never been sick since I've been on the raw vegan diet. I used to get colds, have sinus problems, get sick, not fairly often, but often enough. Now I never ever get sick ever on the raw vegan diet. And you can look up a lot of raw vegans on YouTube. They say the exact same thing. So this diet really strengthens your immune system, and it just makes you more powerful at fighting off viruses, bacteria, and issues around you, and you're likely not to get sick. And what's interesting is there have been a couple times since I've been raw vegan that I have fell off the wagon and had some different things, and I have gotten sick sometimes at those occasions. So that's interesting. It's almost like it weakened my immune system. My number 11 benefit is, which I think a lot of people don't think about this or talk about this much, is you always feel hydrated, which I absolutely love. When I used to eat cooked food, many times in the day I would feel like I had to have like a huge glass of water. I just had that major thirst where like you literally need the water to digest the food, because the cooked food lacks water content, so you need the water to help assist in digesting it, right? So the living fruits and vegetables have such high water content, you feel just constantly and naturally so hydrated on a cellular level that you don't have that issue. You still do need water, don't get me wrong, but not to the level you do where you eat cooked food. So it's just such a benefit to me. My body, when your body feels hydrated like that too, it's like your brain works better, your mind works better, everything's just working better all the time. My number 12 benefit is your vision improves on this diet. This has been the case for many raw vegans. Go look up Marcus Rothkrantz. He is on the Healthy Life. I love him and Kara. He used to have really thick glasses. Now he doesn't wear glasses at all. For me, my prescription was plus 5.50 my entire life from when I was old enough to give a prescription to, when I was like 1 or whatever, or 2. And it's never gone down. So being raw vegan the last few years, it's gone down a couple of points, which I think is absolutely amazing. When I started to notice my vision was improving, I was like, what is happening? This is crazy. This has never happened. And it's absolutely fascinating. So it makes me see too, healing on a deep level does take a lot of time. So I'm really committed to this lifestyle and healing, and even if it takes a few years, I just really think my eyesight will get better and better. My number 13 benefit is this diet definitely raises your vibration. So in my opinion, we are vibrational beings, and many times attracting to us that which how we feel and think. And the better you feel, the better you attract usually, and that goes for also the worse you feel, the worse you might attract. So I like to feel good and attract good, and attract happy people, circumstances, situations, and things like that, and just to have a high vibe as much as possible. So that's one of the main reasons I do this diet, because it makes me feel like such a high vibration. My number 14 benefit is you become a much more magnetic person. So I know I've noticed this too. I've done a couple raw vegan challenges that I haven't posted to my channel yet, but I noticed with one of my friends when I did it, she was just feeling so lethargic and run down at the beginning. And then seeing her at the end of the 30 days, she was just so magnetic. I just couldn't take my eyes off her. I wanted to be around her. She just looked so alive. So the diet just really brings you life and really draws people to you. So when it does that, it also makes it also good for business, for your life, and for whatever you want to accomplish. More people want to be around you, work with you, things like that. Number 15, this diet gets rid of mucus in your body and prevents mucus buildup. So having mucus in our body is not good, and it's really common to have mucus in your stool, or I used to have it in my sinuses. Doctors used to say I had sinusitis, but I didn't. I was just eating the wrong things. As soon as I went to a raw vegan diet, the mucus cleared out. My sinuses are perfectly clear. My stools are great now. Everything is great. So you do not want to have mucus sitting around in your body. It feeds things like parasites. It's really bad for you. So just consider this, and it's definitely a benefit for you. It prevents disease and everything eating this diet. My number 16 benefit is you feel much more calm on this diet and much less aggressive. For me, to give an example, I used to deal with a lot of road rage. which I'm sure is common. Maybe you've had experience with that as well. Somebody does something, I get really pissed off, and how dare you, blah, 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 and whatever, getting really pissed off. I don't deal with any of that now. Anybody can do anything they want to me on the road, and I come from more of a place of compassion now, thinking maybe that guy is just going through something really bad, not eating right, having a bad day, going through personal stuff, or I just feel way more calm. And I also take this back to the fact of not consuming the animal products that have all those stress hormones and all those hormones in you that affect you and your energy and just what's going on inside you, right? So like I said, the living foods, the fruits and vegetables are so alive, they're so electric. It is really hard to feel pissed off when you're eating that way. It is really, really hard. So I'm all about feeling good. If you want to feel good, definitely give it a shot, and you'll probably feel the same way. I do want to say too, when I mention you feel more calm, that's great, but don't think that you're also not feeling driven and motivated, because I also still feel super driven, super motivated as well in this diet. My number 17 benefit is this diet improves your overall health. So in most cases, when people transition to this diet and they stick to it for a long term, in most cases, the overall health of the body in all areas, all the random things that are wrong will heal. I used to have a lot of different health problems, from digestive issues to skin issues to sinus issues to allergies to just so many issues, panic attacks, anxiety, depression, all these things going on. And transitioning to this diet, it has got rid of all these things, and I'm still healing in amazing ways a few years later. With this diet, I feel like the whole system works in harmony just to heal everything, and it's just an amazing, amazing outcome once you actually stick to this diet. My number 18 benefit is you have much better meditation sessions, and it's much easier to meditate and get a deeper meditation session on this diet. And this, in my opinion, is because the gut is so connected to the mind and the brain that when you eat this diet, it's so easy to digest everything. You're having frequent bowel movements, and there's not a heaviness of foods and waste and mucus sitting in your gut. So your mind is essentially clearer, so therefore it's easier to meditate. And this is a huge benefit for me on this diet, especially in this day and age, because I feel like we're constantly stimulated everywhere we go, and meditating can just be such a huge, amazing practice for us to connect with ourselves and our spiritual side. Okay, my number 19 benefit is your taste buds change on this diet, and you totally fall in love with the raw living foods. So if you've tried this diet before and you're like, oh, these foods don't taste good, you need to hang in there and get past that. It can take at least a few weeks, sometimes longer, and your taste buds do change, and then you love the foods, and I promise you it's well worth it getting through those hard stages. I get it, cravings are hard, I absolutely get it, but your gut bacteria does change. We have good gut bacteria and bad gut bacteria, and as you continue to feed the good gut bacteria with the healthy fiber and the living foods, then that bacteria thrives more and is what craves more foods, and then your cravings for the bad food falls away more. I'm not saying I don't ever crave anything, but I barely ever crave bad foods anymore. My cravings are mainly to the raw living fruits and vegetables. My number 20 benefit to this raw living foods diet, and this is last but absolutely not least, is when you eat this way, it benefits the animals and the planet big time. You're not contributing to the suffering of the animals, and you're just leaving a more positive impact on our planet. So when I first started eating a raw vegan diet, it wasn't so much about these things. It was about me and how I felt, mainly, in the diet, what diet I could get that would make me feel the best. Now I've also become much more compassionate and more loving after doing this diet for a number of years, and much more mindful of the animals and the effect this diet has on the planet as well. So I do hope you did enjoy this video, and if you can think of any benefits you love that I missed, comment them down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more great weekly content, and I will see you next time. Bye.